along with the Sivir. But actually, it's Thundertalk going a different way here on the Lee Sin Hover. They do lock that in. Now they're showing that they want to have a bit more playmaking in the hands of Xby.
Yeah, early game pressure as well is just gonna be online for Thundertalk, because some of the things, one of the things that was a struggle for them in game number 1 is that they didn't really have that much early game pressure to be established. In game number 2 as well, that has been the case. Unfortunately for EDG, Soil landed that double kill in the bottom lane that fully accelerated the pacing of Thundertalk. And this time we talked about this, bro! we talked about this! The champion that only Z can use, only to Z, exclusive to him, against the best teams in the world, the Gwen in the mid lane.
Yeah, we were talking about it early on off camera, and you're like, "Nah, we might not see it." I'm like, "I told you, we might, we just might." And Thundertalk giving us a treat today. Not only the third game, not only showing that they can bleed, but also the bounce back, but also showing us the Gwen mid lane that will be piloted by Z. What a game,
dude! I can't believe this is actually happening right now. It just means something. One thing, that it's time to bring out these. Because a while ago they brought out the big guns. That was just the commercial, right? The for public ones. This time they're bringing out the secret ones, the ones hidden.
Yeah, the secret weapons.
Secret weapons here, the ones you store in the basement. And Z gonna be bringing it out here to the surface in one of the most important games right now. And to think that it's just halfway throughout the regular season, he has to pull it off. The Gwen in the mid lane is going to be resurfacing again after 1 season.
Yeah, that's going to give them so much power when they go for these team fights. They're able to get near the EDG lineup along with the Sivir ultimate. It does allow the Gwen to just run over the members of EDG. If she does get the items, she does get enough damage to get to that point, but there's still a need for Thundertalk to get to that point at the moment. EDG does have tools to be able to at least nullify the early game from Thundertalk. Yes, there is the reason to at least try to go for these playmakings, maybe go for an early gap to nudge the advantage towards Thundertalk. But at the same time, I'm looking at the composition of EDG. They do have a lot of tools to also peel away from the aggression that Thundertalk may show later on.
I mean, let us just give a little bit of background on how impressive this Gwen is for Z. Because they've used it in this season as well during day number 3 against FPX, and he had the MVP performance with that, with not dropping any deaths. He didn't die the entire game, and it was very impactful the entire game as well. But this time SMY is actually taking a bit of damage there from Alone and Langui, and has to be very, very safe in the laning phase.
Yeah. Just a bit of a trades here in the bot side, but Thunder was the one who was able to crash the wave earlier on, so the wave is going to bounce towards them now. Soil does not need to recall yet. He can wait for the wave to come towards him and then bounce it off again when he is able to throw his abilities. But yeah, I'm looking forward right now to the Gwen from Z. Has the exhaust and the ghost, no flash on this champion at the moment, and be able to take a lot of these skirmishes just because she does have that exhaust.
Yeah, that can be very helpful later on, especially for team fights, for ganks, for small skirmishes, for duels. Very unorthodox, right? Not really what we normally see in the mid lane, but because it is Z on the Gwen, it's going to be so useful later on, as he is just so aggressive with his champion. So it's going to be backing over in the meantime, as we saw a gank coming in from 0711, or at least just an attempt there.
Yeah, flash burn for Soil. That's information for EDG. They could probably go back for a gank on the bot side and maybe take advantage of that. They do have the Jace, who's just able to deal so much damage. And effectively, if the spell shield does hit on one of the big ticket damage items, it could be something that he could survive. But still, without a flash, Langui might just be able to catch him off if there could be a gank on the bot side.
I mean, that was how Thundertalk was able to win in game number 2. Same way as EDG had the leverage in the bottom lane in game number 1, right? Just having so many of those small skirmishes allowed EDG to just slowly take control of this entire game. So far, level, in the initial levels, right? This is actually a proper matchup right now by Z, because the Vladimir doesn't deal that much damage. His Gwen is going to be okay there. SMY still going in. XY is going to be here with a kick, and that's first blood by Thundertalk, as Featherstorm is going to be used, but alone is going to be fine unless Z is just going to commit here with the needles being thrown out. Thundertalk greeted them with a good evening.
Yeah, good evening to EDG. 2-0 in the lead right now in terms of kills for Thundertalk. Jace was so far away, unfortunately for EDG. 0711's rotation was going for the top side. I don't think it was spotted by any wards, but going to this replay right here. It's just a standard dive right now coming here from Thundertalk. Level 5 is just about to be hit by Alone, but X-Bike coming in from the river. There's so much time being bought right here by SMY, and the immediate deletion of the Gragas takes away any opportunity for the disengage with the cast. And Alone, just essentially his name right here is Alone, getting though by 3 members of Thundertalk.
Sad day for Alone there. And again, this is very reminiscent of game number 2, but this time it is because of a gank, not an initial dive at level 2. Thundertalk having massive leverage already onto with 1,000 gold lead. SMY is going to be here into the mid lane as well. Not really engaging just yet, but the Shield of Turan is going to catch Langui. Sonic Wave going to be connecting as Soil just free hitting. That was so close.
Yeah, that was so close. So Langui now needs to recall. Alone needs to give a bit more space here, but actually 7-Eleven is in the mid lane to cover for the support recalling. That could have been some plates going to the favor of Thundertalk, but actually looking on the side lanes as well. Z on this Gwen has just been showing his prowess this whole game, but going as well in terms of the 5-minute mark, you do see that the Herald and the Dragon will be spawning soon. Z might be getting called out here.
Yeah, there's 3 members of EDG running towards him, but it is very fast, especially with a Ghost. It's gonna be fine for now.
Yeah, but EDG have a lot of members here on the top side.
Shield of the run onto 2. The taunt is gonna be there. The kick is not gonna connect onto 0711, but the cast is there. And Saul gonna be in a lot of trouble here. This is gonna be used by SMY just to protect his ally. Langui is still committing. SMY is gonna be the sacrificial support as EDG walks towards his RH.
Yeah, EDG catching Thundertalk in a bit of an awkward spot for them. They weren't able to deal the damage that they needed to throw off EDG, and now EDG looking to challenge this Dragon.
They will want both of them as Langui is going to be committing onto Shed. The counter-strike protection on the flash, and they will pick up the kill.
What? He even got X-By. He even got X-By on that stun. X-By was so ready to help out the Camille, but with the prediction flash to get that stun, was able to get 2, and because of that kill, a lot of the pressure has been relieved on EDG, and they are able to pick up the Dragon. If earlier on there was a 2-0 lead in kills for Thundertalk, now that's gone. That's 2-2 in terms of kills, and all of the objectives going in favor of EDG. On this replay right here, you can see the prediction from Xiao Zhang. Almost flashing at the same time right there with Camille. They're able to pick off the Dragon after that fight.
Top-notch play there by the Jax player Xiao Zhang, and we saw him a while ago just having a bit of a hard time during game number 1, but the stability of him is just massive as well, and this time we see him just shine. Thundertalk, the initial lead earlier, was now denied.
Now
we have to breathe.
Yeah, we have to breathe. You really have to breathe. It's just with so much action, so much hype.
And then that's why. That's why it's gonna be initiated. It's gonna be fine. Come on, Thundertalk, EDG, let the casters breathe. Just 10 seconds.
They could feel the pressure as well, and they're just trying to have it up right here because they all want the win. There's so much at stake for them in this series. Right? For Thundertalk, their undefeated streak is on the line. For EDG, it's to prove that game 1 wasn't a fluke. They can repeat that against Thundertalk.
And after a 3-series lose streak, now they're at a 4-series win streak. Just dominating every single game they had. Like EDG. And now they're rushing top lane. Just wanting to push this. D is gonna be here. SMY as well, and XY catching out Langui. Are going with a miss. SMY flashes in, but the shield around the kick is going to be there for Xby as well. Soin is going to be free hitting, but he needs to be a lot more careful. Xiaojiang is going to be here, going in, jumps away. Xby is going to be flashing out, trying to be safe. See, it's going to be the first target here. They turn onto him, will burst him down, and Soil will be okay. The other side, SMY is just going to get caught here, slowed down. Just sucked out away, no mana to escape anymore. It's just gonna be given here towards you.
Yeah, but on the other side of the map, Camille was able to grab a turret in the bot side. At least ThunderTalk able to trade something for what happened at the top side, where their tower did fall, as well as a couple of kills being given towards the side of EDG. One thing I want to note of as well on the fight, when when ThunderTalk started to fight in the top side, I don't think they knew that Z didn't have his ultimate up. Because if Z had his ultimate up, that might have been a different story. But Z needed to use it earlier on for a trade. They didn't have the ultimate of the Gwen, and didn't have that added damage to contribute on that fight.
ThunderTalk will be losing the tower in the bottom lane as well. This is just great macro play coming from EDG, especially with a team fighting prowess that they just is manifesting right now here in this game. We don't see any counterplay just yet from ThunderTalk, except for that one gap they had in the bottom lane. Shin to be initiated. All outer turrets destroyed by EDG.
Yeah, all outer turrets destroyed. EDG now has a chance to put down vision into the jungle of ThunderTalk. Because of all these entrances now being vulnerable, if EDG will be able to put down those wards, they will be seeing where ThunderTalk will be coming from, and they can decide which area of the map to attack, and that would snowball the current lead that EDG have if they're able to make use of the information and the vision that they can theoretically put down into the jungle of ThunderTalk.
It's so tough for ThunderTalk, but we can never discount them out. There's a reason why they're the only undefeated team with no games dropped before the series. And in the series total, similar to Trace Esports, EDG on every single category, on every single role, they have a goal lead right now. They're scaling hard, and they have a great scaling composition as well. At most, it's just the Jace falling off, but it doesn't matter because if you land the burst, they burst out. Now mid lane, SMY gonna be the first target here, still able to just this punch away. Counterplay will be connecting. Shin is gonna be here, but they need to be very careful. Xiaojiang is gonna be in the front line, catching him with the cast this time. Shin still able to hook shot away, but Hero's End has been casted out already. Soil trying to pre-hit, but they are penetrating them. Z is gonna be in the vicinity, catching out Lang. Is still able to flash away. Xiaojiang is gonna be targeting him out this time, and you as well, just helping him out. 0711 in alone in the Dragon Pit, starting the objective, but will be walking away first.
Yeah, I can really see Z on the side, trying his best to be able to deal damage to the members of EDG, but I felt it's just in an unfortunate position as well as a very unfortunate timings on the cooldowns of his abilities. Now the Dragon is being started right here. I don't think ThunderTalk. Okay,
again?
going in.
Yeah, Shin is gonna be in a lot of trouble. Next second, them gonna be used. SMY trying to use the zero to try and help out his team, and Z as well with a miss. Just trying to exit that, but SMY is gonna be taken down. And now Edward Gaming once more. Z is gonna be jumping away alongside with X5, but the Dragon again is on the menu. They've taken it without hesitation. Soul point already for Edward Gaming.
Yeah, ThunderTalk, look at this replay right here. They desperately tried to challenge this Dragon because EDG, no hesitation, as you mentioned, immediately started it out when ThunderTalk gave them the space, gave them the river. And EDG right now on the prowl, on the hunt to be able to be the ones to finish a series win against ThunderTalk Gaming.
Dude, they're one step closer. One step at a time. EDG taking their time. Slowly scaling up here in this game, taking everything that can help them as well with their scaling. Soul point already. The way they caught the members of ThunderTalk as well was genius. Now with Baron up, we saw them taking it by the second that it spawned up in game number 1.
Yeah.
This time, can they actually do it again? I think this is a much more risky situation for them.
Yeah, they're giving a more respect to the composition that ThunderTalk has right now, but Z!
Oh no,
it's 4 members!
He's gonna be turning on the web, it's gonna be bursted away! Despite the Hero's End thrown out to SMY, X5 gonna be going with the Dragon's Rage. Language is gonna be taken down, but still able to survive for so long! And X-Spy gonna be running away with the dash. You, though, is dealing quite a bit of damage. Since gonna be locking him down with Execute Ultimatum. EDG, they got one, but they taken out two by Thunder Talk.
Yeah, that could have gone so much worse for Thunder Talk, but in the end, it went to their advantage. 2-for-1 in favor of Thunder Talk. Z, I don't know what possessed him to go into that trade. They probably didn't know there were 4 members of EDG, but it's something that Thunder Talk should keep in mind right now because EDG has just been showing how aggressive they have been in this whole series, especially in this game. They're always right in front of you. They're always having members far forward trying to deal the damage, and yeah, it did not go in favor of EDG, but at the end, but it felt like it could have gone even worse.
Yeah.
For Thunder Talk there.
I mean, if you was able to stay alive, that would have been bad for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It was just unfortunate that he was the last one to walk back, and they lost Langui as well. Because of that, they didn't have any frontline anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Now EDG playing a bit too hyped up, I would say. At the same time, Thunder Talk does not want to let go of this game yet. Z is showing his team we can get advantages. You don't always need to play safe. We can take these 50-50s and just show EDG that we can take the game. We can take this series and still keep our undefeated streak. But before Thunder Talk can do any of that, they need to pull off a win in these fights against EDG, while EDG is just trying to corral Thunder Talk at this point. They're putting down vision. They're waiting for Thunder Talk to come to them.
I mean, that's one of the best ways that they can do it. Because if they force out SMY's Heroes entrance, that's the time for them that they can be just safe engaging. Because it's a great zoning tool as well. It has a massive area radius. And afterwards, he can use the Shield of the Run that is just so irritating to go up against massive CC as possible, and the layering as well that can buy so much time for Soil and Z to just free hit. They don't want that. They want them to be able to burst out before SMY is able to help out. That's why they're playing out this way.
Oh, but SMY actually getting caught out here.
And no Hero's entrance if he's gonna be taken down. The cat's gonna be what's forcing the SMY is able to flash out. Whoa, that was so close. Too close for comfort.
Yeah, too close for comfort, but Dragon is about to spawn. If EDG is able to secure this, that is soul for them. And that's going to be very dangerous here for Thunder Talk for their chances of getting back into this game. Yes, Hero Entrance is up. He didn't die. Dragon's being started.
Yeah, Cass is no longer available here for Langui, but he turned. Dragon's Rage is going to be to Sao Jam. They go onto them. Zero to run as well. Everything being thrown out here by Thunder to try to deal damage here onto Edward Game, but still, the Vladimir's actually dealing damage. He's going to be disengaging for the meantime. Actually goes back in here onto Shin. Sonic Wave into the resonating strike. Still, X-Spy is going to be flashing out. And Thunder Talk, they have nothing to fight for. They have nothing to take anymore. Edward Gaming, it's now Soul securing this scaling objective for themselves, and Thunder Talk can no longer do anything.
Yeah, EDG with the Soul, even getting one more kill into their belts. Thunder Talk is left wondering, what can we do here against EDG? EDG feels like they're always one step ahead, while Thunder Talk is always looking at the scraps of what they can do. Thunder Talk needs to figure out a way to get back into this game. Baron is up, something that EDG will be looking towards to, but we are also heading towards the 18-minute mark, which will give both the Elder and the Baron opportunities for these teams. Could be a trade, but EDG, since they are in the driver's seat, they can force the issue right now on Thunder Talk.
It's gonna be very crucial. Cass gonna be used, SMY gonna be in a lot of trouble. Sonic Wave after the Dragon's Rage is gonna be used. Too many ultimate expended already on Thunder Talk with just one ulti by EDG.
Yeah. And now EDG feels confident. They're starting off this Baron. This could be very well a trap, but EDG is burning this down so fast.
Z is gonna be here. X-Spy as well. We can never discount X-Spy. It's gonna be going in. The 9! It's the Zion Action that picks it up. EDG can now fight it with all the buff that they have. Lang is gonna be taken down though. Sao Jazz is gonna be having the biggest responsibility to actually have this crowd control here for Edward Game, and Z is gonna be taken away. It's a 3-for-2, but a Baron for EDG.
Yeah, Baron for EDG. 3 members still alive. 3 members having the buff. They can shove out these turrets right now. 3 members of Thunder Talk did fall. They did it. They weren't able to steal the Baron, and now EDG with a definitely strong lead. trying to take out turrets as well on the siege. Elder Drake is about to spawn in less than 20 seconds, and that would be the next point of contention on the map.
What are they to do? Every lane is gonna be pushed out this time around. EDG getting their gold lead higher and higher with this Baron. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, the Elder Dragon is here. Thunder Talk, they have to fight!
Yeah, they do. They have to fight, but X-Men is so far away. They're gonna be so scattered as they get into the pit.
Xiao Jiang gonna be stopping them, becoming the big wall of obstruction here against Thunder Talk. They will not be denied. Elder Dragon getting every objective that they can get.
Yeah, EDG getting all the objectives, getting the Infinity Stone as you mentioned earlier.
Ooh.
Elder Drake, Dragon Soul, Baron, buff. EDG can feel it. They're so close. They're so close to taking away the undefeated streak of Thunder Talk Gaming.
What we know, there is a saying, Icarus, they cannot be too overzealous, they cannot be too cautious, they cannot be too reckless, or else their chasing up the sun will allow them to be burned by the very sun they are challenging right now. Thunder Talk can still shine. They've been looking for that moment in which they can burn down their enemies. EDG, they're playing this very methodically. SMY is in the corner. You're gonna be going in here onto Z, but still able to use the miss to dodge all of the ability. Hextech ultimatum onto the top side. So 1v1ing onto Xiao Jiang. X-Spy is gonna be here. Shin as well, just helping out. SMY just waiting for an opening for the hero's entrance as 0711 entering here into the bottom lane. Z gonna be chasing him out. GA is gonna be popped, but Greg is taken up, deleted. Nobody returns for SMY, so it's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Heroes entrance is denied as well. The dragon spread by the Elder Dragon. It's a disaster for Thunder Talk. And EDG loves that. They're rushing towards the Nexus. Nobody has been able to do this before, but it will change today. Thunder Talk defeated for the first time, and EDG is the one to do it.
EDG completes the mission that they have been given this game. They were given the mission of defeating Thunder Talk to take away the undefeated streak. They started off in game 1 taking away, saying that gods can bleed. Game 2, Thunder Talk rose up from the ashes and said, no, not today. We will not go down without the fight.